Good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Sean Mooney. Angelique Lazardi has the day off. During today's Board of Supervisors meeting, officials debated a bill called the Stop Fentanyl at the Border Act in response to ongoing concerns about border security and the fentanyl crisis. The proposed legislation aims to strengthen border security, we're told, and prevent the smuggling of fentanyl into our communities. News 4 Tucson's Isabella Fredrickson is downtown live, and she was at the meeting and brings us the latest on what was discussed. Isabella.
Sean, at the meeting, officials shared both their concern and support for this bill. And after taking a vote, the measure passed 3-1, with Supervisor Christie passing the only dissenting vote. The Stop Fentanyl at the Border Act was initially introduced by Mark Kelly to bolster our border defenses. The bill focuses on enhancing border security, increasing law enforcement capabilities, and disrupting the flow of fentanyl and other dangerous substances by targeting criminal organizations. It also emphasizes collaboration between healthcare providers, law enforcement, public health, and social services to mitigate the impact of fentanyl on our communities. The discussion included differing opinions on the best approach to the issue and the bill's enforcement provisions. While some were critical of the enforcement measures, others called for even stronger enforcement. After today's meeting, I caught up with Chair of Supervisors Adelita Grijalva and Ward 2 Supervisor candidate John Backer. While they both agreed fentanyl is a crisis in our communities, their views on this specific bill differed.
This bill would not solve or stop fentanyl at the border. This bill is $3.4 billion, and very, very little of it even goes to technology to help at ports of entry. But fentanyl is coming across the border at places other than the port of entry. It needs to stop, and we need to pull out all the stops to stop it. However, this bill that we just talked about does really nothing to stop it.
I voted in favor of it. There's a lot of enforcement. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of paid overtime. It's a lot of technology to identify. We have to find a way to stop it. So while I'm not the hugest fan of enforcement at our borders for different things, for this, in trying to stop fentanyl, we have to do what we can.
And while this item did pass in a 3-1 vote, officials tell me they are still going to continue to work out the specific details regarding this bill, as well as address the other concerns associated with it. Reporting live in downtown, Isabella Fredrickson, News 4 Tucson.
Thank you, Isabella.